The Palestinian question is at the core of the Middle East issue. It concerns not only peace and stability in the Middle East, but also international fairness and justice. In recent years, as the Palestinian issue has become more marginalized, China has always been a steadfast supporter of the just cause of the Palestinian nation and a staunch defender of the two-state solution. Successive Chinese leaders have repeatedly emphasized China's position on the Middle East peace process and actively engaged with all parties concerned. To enhance China's capacity for engagement in the Middle East peace process, the Chinese government has appointed several seasoned diplomats as special envoys on the Middle Eastern affairs since 2002. These envoys have made multiple visits to the region to elaborate on China's positions and actively support peace and mediation. In addition to these diplomatic efforts, China has also provided economic and humanitarian assistance to Palestine on multiple occasions to develop its economy and improve people's livelihood. In 2016, China pledged to provide Palestine with 50 million yuan in grant aid and offer support for the construction of solar power stations in Palestine. At the 8th Ministerial Conference of the China-Arab States Cooperation Forum in 2018, China pledged an additional 100 million yuan in grant aid to Palestine to support its economic development and improve livelihoods, along with an additional donation to the UN Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian refugees in the Near East. Since the outbreak of the latest round of the Palestinian-Israeli conflict in October 2023, China has been making sustained efforts to alleviate and end the conflict in Gaza, prevent a severe humanitarian disaster in the region, and has actively engaged in diplomatic mediation through both bilateral and multilateral channels to de-escalate the conflict and halt violence. In November 2023, at China's initiative, the Security Council held a high-level meeting on the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, during which China submitted a position paper on resolving the conflict. It also proposed a 5-point plan that included a comprehensive ceasefire plan that ended the fighting, effectively protected civilians, and ensured humanitarian aid, enhanced diplomatic mediation, and secured a political settlement. In July 2024, under China's mediation, senior representatives from 14 Palestinian factions signed the Beijing Declaration on Ending Division and Strengthening Palestinian National Unity. As their Chinese friends observed, once-bitter rivals among the Palestinians, especially Hamas and Fatah, chose to bury the hatchet and unite. At the heart of China's position lies a clear principle: firm defense of the two-state solution. China believes that an independent state of Palestine, based on the 1967 borders with East Jerusalem as its capital, living side by side in peace with Israel, is the only path to lasting peace. China's support for Palestine has remained steady from the past to the present.